Hey recruiter, this is Suman Pachigulla here, and this video is for recruiters who would like to learn very quickly how you can build a very powerful and strong Boolean search string, right? Now, if you are a beginner or if you have started your career in few years back and still you believe that you need to upgrade and work on your Boolean string, so here is a very shortly you will be able to understand that where things might be going wrong and what you should be doing. All right, and now let me share one thing here. So first you go to a clarity that what is a Boolean search string, right? So what is that you are going to mention when the interviewer asks you or someone asks you what is Boolean search string? So you should be answering the combination. A Boolean search string is a combination of keywords and multiple Boolean operators which is used as an input to get that information from the output, right? So Boolean search string as a query, it's an input we give to see the matching things and output. So what is that will be used in Boolean search? You know that keywords plus Boolean operators, right? So this is what will be there. Now you know about Boolean operators and keywords also, right? What is will be keywords? So we are not going details in here, but I'm going to let you know that what is the best way that you could do and how I was doing. So here when you are writing a Boolean search string, this is a 4-way you could write a Boolean search string, okay? You search candidates, whatever you may say. So one, you can search candidates with a title. So it could be a title search. And then you could search with skills. So it could be skills based search. Then you could search candidates with responsibilities, right? So you could search with using responsibilities in your search string, and you can search with anything else, meaning good to have skills, or you could say with any additional certification, etc. you could mention, right? So for example, if you want to search for a project manager, you may write PM or you can write project manager, right? So this also will let you search people with the project manager, correct? Now when we talk about skills, you definitely want to see what skills project manager use. For example, you want to see Jira, or you want to see if they are using any sort of methodology, or let's say they are using MS Project, right? MS Project, or you use Microsoft Project, they use it, right? So Microsoft Project they use, and this will help you pull candidates with technical skills. Now if you want to find someone with responsibilities, what would be your search? So this is a title search, this is skill search, and responsibility you could mention. Generally we mention project management, right? So in a project management, definitely they'll have a project management as an experience, but in details if you want to go, you can mention project management or budgeting or scheduling, or you it's like you better use asterisk, right? Scheduling and project plan, right? And they would mention project scope, they are the one who create the project scope, and forecast or resource allocation, anything that you can use in your Boolean. Additional anything is you can use PMP or PMI or anything additional if they ask about PMBOK or PPM, anything that can use in a Boolean search string. Okay, so here I have a requirement for you so that you can able to understand. This is a front end requirement. So here you could use front end. I have copied this requirement from dice.com and I just shared you the job requirement here. It's a front end, senior front end developer. So the title search could be front end, right? Front end developer is the role. So what is that you can do with? So here you can get front end developer, or you can mention front end developer. You see, so people may write front end as a one word, and people may write front space end as a two words. And when you are doing a title search, so you may have to mention what are the other things also people may write, right? It is not about what client has asked. It is about what other people write. So you could mention web developer, or you can mention UI developer. Okay, so you could mention these as well as for your front-end developer role. These are the title search. Then comes with what? Skill search. Skill search is what are the skills they have asked here. Now, in any requirement, you need to ensure that you have a must skills. Okay. Then you will have a preferred skills. Then you have a good to have. Alright. These three things will be always there in any requirement. That's good, right? That is how generally a requirement is. If this thing is not there and this thing is not there, definitely the must have skills will be there. So here we need to understand what is must skill. So what is must? They are looking someone with 5+ years of professional experience. That's 100%. Expertise. So when you see expertise, that is what is a must skill. So this is the skills required. So definitely HTML5, CSS3 and TypeScript, that's what we are going to use. Experience working in large scale consumer facing application. You see that? Consumer facing experience working, meaning here what I am showing you is how you can identify must, preferred and good to have. So this is must, this is must, this is must, this is must. Knowledge of, so it is preferred, knowledge is preferred, and experience is must. Okay, this is must. Let me put that in this is must. Ability to understand, it is good to have. Ability to understand business requirement, translate them to technical requirements. So they are looking for someone who can understand functional requirement and translate them into technical. Generally, this is not the work of a front-end developer guy. This is primarily with a technical architect who does it. But I don't know why they are asking here. But anyways, right? Ability to understand, it's a good to have. Familiarity, good to have. Excellent communication, ability to work independently. So these are the personal things, what they are looking for as an individual trait. Okay, very good. Now as a title search we have seen here, right? Then you are going to, when you are going to use skills, must skills. So let me take one of these. Okay, HTML, CSS3 and TypeScript. So here you could mention HTML and CSS3 and TypeScript. You could do that. So some people will have HTML space 5, everything will be mentioned. So how I do it, if I have to look, I will go with HTML only. I might not write HTML5, and I will go with CSS, or CSS3 is LESS or LASS. So this is what they ask within that. All right. And I use and TypeScript. Okay, so TypeScript I use, or TypeScript. This is what I am going to use my Boolean string here. Okay, this is how I am going to do it for my Boolean when I look for TypeScript related. Okay, so I don't have to close this one. Alright, so this is what my Boolean here for HTML. Because if I write 5, what if the person has mentioned something different, so or space 5, I might lose, right? So what is that going to do? I'm going to check this with more openness. That's what I will do. And same with large scale consumer facing application. Consumer facing matlab meaning it is definitely a e-commerce, consumer facing. It means this client is selling something and it is more to do with the e-commerce application. So that's what definitely I will mention for this job. Must have is skills. One thing is must have plus e-commerce related or online shop or online selling. So this is the app what the client is looking for, which is strong experience they're looking for. Plus they are looking for React.js, React Native testing frameworks like Jest and testing libraries. Now, if you understand here about the skills, they are looking for React.js and React Native. The difference is React.js is a front-end framework for web applications, and React Native is a front-end framework for mobile applications. So it means this front-end developer will be working with a software or application that will be useful for web application plus mobile application. So while mentioning the skills, I will mention this and this as well. Okay. And when we are talking about responsibilities, right? Title search is done, skills is done, and responsibility. Responsibility is, so it's definitely to do with how this person is going to develop or write script. Okay, developing rich application, right? So definitely we'll go with what else? Developing or designing, or we can mention scripting. Okay, everything. These are the responsibility. With this responsibility, we are going to get one. Got it? Wonderful. Any good to have? Good to have would be familiarity with the AWS. So then we're going to add AWS, or what is that? AWS, Amazon Web Services. All right. And this is how you can build your Boolean strings with title search, skill search, responsibility, and any additional anything client might be asking for. Here one thing I'm going to let you know, that when you are writing Boolean search, don't use this in your keywords. Few recruiters I have seen, they will mention 5+ years as in their 5+ years, plus they are gonna look for and what? Front-end developer. So don't do that. Why? Because what if someone has mentioned, let's say they have mentioned 6+ years, it will not visible, right? What if someone mentioned 5+ years, someone mentioned over 5 years, right? So you will not able to find that candidate. So use this years of experiences as a filter in your portal, in your job portal, resume portal. Then rest you can use this in your string, and manually you can check this one. All right. I hope it is helpful for you, and if you want more of this, let me know and I'll help you to get forward on your recruiting. All right. Thank you so very much. This is Suman Pachigulla on a mission to impact 5 million through recruiters. Bye bye. I would love to see you as a winner.